Version Crusader. We are here for a dropshipping Q&A. Or as it's called over in the Freedom Club, we are here for the Growth Masterclass. Let's go join this call and let's get started. I'll just pop in the credits and away we go. All right. Growth Masterclass has started. Oh, nope. Let's go live. That might help. And we'll invite all the students in and then we'll get this party started. For those of you who are joining me for your first Growth Masterclass, welcome. It's a tight-knit group here. We all know each other. And I'll be going through all the questions in my event to answer as many questions as possible. So, I'll give everybody just a couple of minutes to jump in. Apparently I'm live on YouTube, but I can't see it. Jenny, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Here to let the greatness rub off. I don't want to do any rubbing off, but if that's what you're here for, I'll try and make some greatness. All right, there is my YouTube up and running. Okay. Everyone get ready for rubbing off. What are we going to be rubbing? Let's take a look. Growth Masterclass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages today. That's not too bad. I can do 5. We can do 5. Sam, how's it going? All right, let's get started with some of these questions. I'm going to bring this tab over here. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Kaden and Claire, we'll start with you. We hope you've enjoyed your Easter break. I did, actually. I really needed it. It was really invigorating. Now I feel like I've had a bit of a rest. Come back. It's time to get some work done. You started your Advantage Plus campaign on the 15th. You've had some interesting results. The first few days it generated good sales, and then now, over the past few days, it's died. No sales on some days, 1 to 2 on others. Have I experienced anything like this previously? Yes, a lot. Is it normal? It can be. Here are some metrics. Can I please take a look and give you your opinion? Okay. First of all, let's talk about what Advantage Plus is and what Advantage Plus is not. And then I'll take a look at your results. So, an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. It's not the same as a manual sales campaign. A manual sales campaign will be more likely to get you shoppers who have already shown an interest in your product, either by watching your video or watching someone else's video of the same product. It's pretty good, but we do tend to see a fair bit of volatility with manual sales campaigns as you start to scale. So the solution for this is an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Now this works differently. An Advantage Plus shopping campaign, its goal is to introduce people to your product and then slowly build up the trust and to turn them into a shopper. That's the goal. It can take a little bit more time for an Advantage Plus shopping campaign to start working than it can for a manual sales campaign. So manual sales campaign will usually optimize quicker, but they don't scale as well, whereas a shopping campaign will take a longer time to warm up and then will probably be more effective at scaling, hopefully more consistent. Now, what you've experienced there, the starting off, getting a few good sales for a few days, getting excited, being like, oh, this is it, I've got it, this is how it rolls, and then the sales drop off. That can absolutely happen to all of us at any time. What it means is Facebook put out the fishing net to find new people to purchase your products. And it just so happened there were a bunch of people already in the market looking at your product from another vendor. And they were the people who saw your ads, and therefore more likely for those people to come in and make a purchase from you. But when Facebook ran out of the easy picking, low-hanging fruit, it had to put its net out a bit wider out and find people who are a little bit more cold, you know? They're not quite warmed up yet. They're not quite sure about this solution, and it's going to take a little bit of time for them to come around. It could also mean that your ads were less effective at getting those people to come on in and make a purchase. So let's take a look at your results here. $400 spent, good CPM, good click-through rate, good cost per click, decent amount of purchases, decent purchase price, decent ROAS. It's not looking bad to me at all. At 3 times ROAS is great. Purchase price, not too bad. $50 per purchase. It's kind of on average what you might see. We want to get that down as low as we can, but it's a great starting point. Yeah. I need more data. I need to see what's working within your ads. Show me your ad data, but also show me your website. I think we need to work on probably getting more ads, of course, because it's fresh new ad, what do you call it? Campaign, fresh new ad campaign. You probably need some new ads. You want to be aiming for at least 15 ads when you first start off. 15 good image ads. And as you do better and better and better, you're going to add to that library and get more and more ads. But at the same time, we might want to be having a look at your email sign-up process. We might want to be having a look at your email automations. You haven't even started video testing yet? Great, but you're going down the right path, Caden and Claire. You just need to be doing more of the things that you've learned in these calls, okay? $50 per sale isn't bad. We can work with that. That's fantastic that you've had some initial early tests, and I appreciate that sales slowed down, and that's probably pushed your cost per purchase up a little bit over the past few days. But your CTR is overall very, very good. That's a very good CTR. Your cost per click under $2. Terrific. We're nearing the price of $1.50, which is an amazing price for a cost per link click. So we want to now be working on the on-page experience and really optimizing the page itself, the landing page, the Shopify store. You've done well. Good job. Bonnie, back from Thursday's call. Your CTR is around 2.7. Great. Cost per click is around $1. Wow. 15 add to carts, 5 purchases. You're not sure how to give me access to your ads. No purchases in the last 2... Yeah, look, that's funny. There's 2 of you now who've said fewer purchases in the last 2 days. And you know what? I think Easter... I think in general, like, Australia has... we have days off around Easter, whereas, say, America doesn't. And I do tend to find Aussies on days off shop a little bit less than Aussies on days on. I think. I don't know. Since you've made changes, your site, looking at others... Hey, who was that student who was doing the worry rings? I wonder how they're doing. I really wonder how they're doing. What were they called? Wasn't worryrings.com, was it? Was it these ones? I wonder how they're doing. Anyone remember who was doing the worry rings? I really want to know how you're doing. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Damon. Yeah, I'll get to your question, mate. Okay. So how do you give me access? If you want to, you just invite me in your business manager. It was you, Emily. How are you going, Emily? I've been wondering how you were going. I want to know if I can move in on that market yet. I hope you're making bank. So Chris Evers 3030@gmail.com. Oh, the accessory club. Yeah. Okay, Bonnie. So you invite that email to your Facebook ads, and I won't do it on stream, but I'll... You've basically given up. No. You need to show me your stats, Emily. If you could jump in and pop in your your Shopify stats. Let me take a look. Okay. Yeah, Emily, I'd love to see Shopify analytics over the last 30 days and your Facebook stats over the past 30 days. Let me see what's going on. I'm here to help. Okay, Bonnie. Changes that you've made. Added FAQs, testimonials, GIF, implemented benefits, changed your wording. Okay, you changed some wait, I've got some ad accounts on Facebook that you're wanting to have a look at. I'm not sure what that means. Ah, okay, mini function. Okay, that's a terrible website. All right, that's a cool looking product. Is that the same product? Damn, that's tight. And yours was the accessory club. Emily? Emily, what I want you to do, send me a DM right now. And I'm going to give you my email address to invite me to your Shopify store. To let me have a good look around and let me get this working for you. In the meantime, show me some of your stats. Bonnie, I asked for a list of products on Facebook ads to have a sus. Yeah, I remember. Okay, is this the same thing? It's very similar, isn't it? Okay. Portable jump starter, built-in tire inflator, charging bank, 10 safety features. Okay. Built-in jump starts dead batteries instantly. Instant jump start, no help needed. I like theirs a bit better because it says jump starts dead batteries. It's a little bit more descriptive about the problem. That's really, really good there, actually. Jump starts dead batteries versus your instant jump start, no help needed. Theirs has less questions left for me. Built-in tire inflator for emergencies. You don't have that listed here as one of your benefits. Charges devices on the go. You don't have that listed as a benefit either. Gas, diesel, 12 volt. They're sort of saying here, this jump starts dead vehicles. That's really, really, really good. That's fantastic. So these guys are sort of showing you how to sell this thing. Look at the language that they're using, dead vehicles, showcasing what you can use this for. Like if I needed this for my boat, I'd be like, well, is this going to work on boats? And I go to your website, it's not going to tell me. Come to these guys, it's like, oh yeah, look, it'll work for my motorcycle too. Fast, reliable tire inflator. Look how clean that looks. That is so good. Us versus them. Is it? I assume that it is. Yeah. And just look at how they're doing their images here. Just look how tight they are. So this to me looks very amateurish, like it's just a customer's taken this photo. We've got really dirty stuff, like really dirty engine versus these guys clean, beautiful images. Okay, never get stuck with a flat battery. Ready for any roadside emergency. I do like that better. That is slightly stronger language. Ready for any roadside emergency. A fair bit more, like, a bit more oomph, yeah? We want to be using the word emergency as much as possible. Powerful, easy to use. They got their GIF files here, and then the rest is just trust. So while yours is, it's come a long way. It's coming along. The layout is good. These images here are fantastic, by the way. Nothing wrong with this sort of part. If we're going to do headings, we'd usually make sure you put a capital at the start of every letter. Oh, sorry, every word of the heading. Maybe make this a little bit bolder too, a bit of a thicker font, just to make it sure that it looks like a heading. See how the thicker the heading are, the better it looks. You see what I mean? So I think it's nearly there. Couple of small tweaks, and I think that would look much better. Okay. Cool. So keep going. Don't start your Advantage Plus yet. We still probably going to want to get 5 more purchases before you do that. All right, Renee, can I have a look at my pause? Can I have a look at my pause? I can look at my pause. My pause. Where are you? All right, Emily, we'll take a look at your stuff next. I don't accept that at all, Emily. It's unaccepted. Unacceptable to me. Alrighty, we've got middle of funnel, we've got Advantage Plus paw trimmer and paw trimmer testing. $1,000 spent this month. CPMs are quite good, actually. ROAS is pretty good for your middle of funnel. It's fantastic. Awesome. And you're scaling at $35 a purchase. That looks pretty good to me. Be nice to get your ROAS up a little bit. I'm just going to add your add to carts here so we can just see roughly what's going on. Add to cart and checkout. $35 per purchase. We've had 72 add to carts. Oh, okay. Well, you can probably do some work here on your email side of things with 69 checkout. So 70 checkouts and 37 purchases. It's not too bad. Like, that's half of your people that are checking out are buying. But if you can just sneak that up like 10% and really go into detail with your abandoned cart campaign and your abandoned checkout campaign and your welcome series, adding in bigger discounts as they get to the end of your welcome series, trying to get them back, making sure you're giving people 15% off on your abandoned checkout, and putting testimonials and reviews in there. Like, I spend a lot of time working on my emails. A lot of time. I reckon that's probably where most of my work goes once I've launched. Just really getting in there and writing new emails and doing A/B testing and trying to figure out how to maximize my profits on emails will help you get that up from closer to that. You know, you're never going to get 69 purchases when you've had 69 checkouts, but the more you get, the better. So it might be emails can completely turn this thing around. That's what I will be doing. In terms of ads, you look like you're doing the right thing. Let's just see if there's anything here that can be shaved off. Oh yeah. So we got C3 here, which is what we're going to do is we're going to sort these by amount spent. So C13. Wow, look at that. $19 per purchase. That's killing it. And your image ads, well, they're not. You spent half of your budget on C3. And C3 has a decent cost per click, but it ain't bringing you any money, so kill it. C9, kill it. C6, kill it. But as you kill it, try and ask yourself, what can I do to maybe increase the conversions on this image? What can I do? Maybe put a dog in it and a paw. Yeah? Maybe that will help. This heading is too long. If you look at how this looks to other people, this is how other people are seeing this. Say goodbye to stressful grooming. Why is everyone using this tool? I think the copy could be better. Say goodbye to stressful. Wouldn't you think that you could say like stress-free grooming could be your title, and it might be better? But yeah, obviously people are clicking it, but it's not quite there in terms of explaining what this is. So it needs a bit of work. And I think with a bit of tweaks, you can make those image ads perform a bit better, and that will turn your account around. And that will really help. All right. Emily. Oh, I need to share my screen so that you can see what I'm looking at. Hold on. Hold on. I know that this is going to do this. I apologize. Can you see this properly? Oh, wait, I can probably do this differently. Hold on. I can do this way differently. All right. We'll do this one at a time. We'll do it this way. Okay. That conversion rate just isn't there. The Tranquil Trio, Soothing Solutions. So we've had 5% add to cart, 1% reach checkout. Okay. It's not what I was hoping for. So I'm just looking through all your pictures here. Oh, that was the one image. Soothing Solutions. Okay, let's go check out your ad account. Okay, Soothing Solutions. It's not doing well. You've actually paused your site and built a new one. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you've done a fair bit of testing. I can see this. Let's just go make sure we're in the testing campaign. Top of funnel Phoenix rings. 2% link click through. Cost per click of only $1. But $100 per purchase. Okay. You haven't fully given up, but not fully committed. Based off the stats, you got your UGC and it didn't do much for me either. Michaela, your best bet would be you didn't get it from watching it. All right, I'll take a look at that in a second. Okay, so Phoenix rings. Well, I mean, I'm quiet because I'm actually confused. Quality ranking average, engagement above average, conversion ranking above average. Dude, you got a winning ad here. Although the ad doesn't really do much. I don't know what you're trying to, like, great imagery. Great imagery. This is your product? You're taking my magic wipe? You're just giving me my link back to me and saying you're gonna sell that one. Alright. Alright. Good luck. It's not an easy product to sell. I wouldn't recommend it. Alright. Yeah, look. This ad here is almost it. It's just, it's not showing the fidgeting. Oh, that's it. Okay. That's the script. Yeah, I wouldn't, of all the products, I wouldn't recommend this one. I'm having trouble scaling it. It's basically stuck at like $100 a day. And I wouldn't recommend it. I'm looking for something bigger and better. Yeah, I get it, Michaela. I get it. Sorry, Emily, I get it. Yeah, for this one, I think it's pretty good. So that, what Emily wrote, copy the whole thing and then change it, and that's the script you put into ChatGPT. Okay, for this one, I know I keep coming back to this one. Look, the idea is there. The layout is fantastic. You're getting a pretty good response. Facebook's saying it's a good ad, but we need the fidgeting rather than just the circling. Have you got a video editor, Emily? Now, in terms of all these other ones, we've spent $297 testing this bad boy. We've had 3 sales. How much money did you make per sale? Let's have a look. We've had 3 sales at an average order volume of $74. That's $240. So you've spent $294 testing this to make $240 back. You're only down about $100. So you're not looking that bad. Your CPM's great. Let's have a good look through all of these images, all of these ads. Let's take a look. Okay. CPMs are very good. Click-throughs for the UGCs didn't work out very well. I get you. UGC ads not working. You've spent $1,200 in total on the ads, or are you talking in total with Shopify bills?
The biggest struggle I was having was how badly I was biting my nails due to my anxiety. It was so bad that they would hurt, and I was so embarrassed by how they looked. When I first started using the Soothing Solutions Phoenix Rings Aurora Ring,
I don't love that. I don't think you need to spend 30 seconds talking about anxiety. I think you can just show the product pretty much. So the UGCs aren't working. They're not working at all. Except for this one here. UGC 3. At 2% click through, $1.50 cost per click. It's not too bad.
is it normal to let my anxiety out by nail biting? When I'm anxious, I get all fidgety and then basically attack my nails. It's awful. But then I found
See how she's much more direct with this one?
the answer. It's the Soothing Solutions Phoenix Ring.
No. So some of the clips that she's given you, you've been trialing it since February. Some of the clips that you got there are usable. All right, let's go. February, we've spent $66 per purchase. We spent $600 since February. And C16 is giving you $34. Dude, Emily, come on. You've got a profitable ad right here. $34 per purchase with a $74 cart value. You've got one profitable ad. Maybe two with A8. Or ad 8 here with $24 a purchase. Yes. Don't buy these rings unless you fidget. That is a killer ad. That is fantastic. Okay. You've got two good ads there. C17. Let's have a look at this one. I think I can see where you're going wrong, by the way. So we've got a quality ranking below average, but $1.69 cost per click and $1.89. Okay, cool. Again, with this weird ass circly thing, that's not a good ad. That's not a good ad. You need a shot like this with someone fidgeting the spinner. Like, Emily, it's like you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. These ads that aren't working, you just turn them off. This ad that is working, you ask yourself, why is this working? And how can I make it work better by making a similar type of ad? Like Facebook's telling you, it's basically serving this up on a platter for you. It's saying, hey, this format works, but this should be done better. So what would I do if this was me? I'd be out there. I'd get my wife to put the ring on, and I'd take a shot like that on my phone, and I'd get her to spin this, and then I'd make it look like this. In what's it called? What's that? In CapCut. If I'm being really lazy, which I normally am, I'd go and say to Bilal, here's a couple of clips, make it look like this. And Bilal could go off and make yourself some video ads. Facebook's telling you, hey, you've spent all this money on how not to do it, so don't make more of these ads. Make more of this ad. I know you're probably bored of this idea, but I can tell you, you're so bloody close. You've just got to watch what Facebook's trying to tell you. You got to look at what it's putting down. Bilal's didn't work. You can't just say to Bilal, go make me a video. You've got to give him instructions. So here's the instruction. Bilal, look at this ad. Okay, this is what's working. Make me something that looks like this. And here's a clip of me doing this with my finger. Okay, so that he can put the two and two together and he can edit it. But I mean, obviously you can edit this too. You could make it yourself, but don't just let him go off and make his own shit up. You've got to read the data and tell him which has worked and what hasn't worked. Okay, most of what he will give me will be mediocre. So then I'll go through. Don't send them to me. My opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is the market. Okay? And how do you check to see if the market likes your ad? You look at the CTR. You look at the CTR and look what it's telling me. Hey, the difference between UGC3 and your other UGC3 was straight to the point. I would cut most of what she says out and say, I used to bite my fingers. Now I have a fidget ring. It would be a 10-second ad, and it would probably perform better than all that stuff. But you've got to be able to read what Facebook's telling you and then test out a new idea. That's the only thing I don't see you doing. I see you going, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. What I don't see you doing is going, well, okay, let's try this. What do I think it is about your winning ad that makes it a winning ad? Well, I can tell you what I think makes this winning is it's neat. It's clean. Neurodiverse, try the Phoenix ring. Fantastic. You've got the icons here of what it does. They should probably be bigger because I can hardly read them at a distance. And this little thing here, it's crap. It's a great idea of a concept, but I don't see the product in action. But it's a really good concept. That's what's working, and that's probably what's not working, and that's what I would be doing to fix this up. Well, no, rather than doing the spinny thing, have someone just spin the ring and then draw a circle around it. That's the only thing you're missing. Look at your copy is really good here. Tired of fidgeting or endless anxious battles? The Phoenix Ring is here to help. Now, the other thing I haven't seen you doing is sending your traffic to and only to the bundle. Yeah, order some of those rings. This will take you probably an hour or so just to film with your camera, spin, pop them into clip. What's it called? Clip up? No, not clip up. Cat cup, and just replicate what you already know works. And this is all it is. The only difference between awesome. The only difference between you and me, I didn't give up. And also, I probably didn't spend as much money testing because I'm a little bit quicker at turning stuff off that's not working, and then pivoting to keep trying to hone in. Because what we're trying to do, Emily, we're trying to understand the market. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, we're trying to understand, like you and me and everyone in this course, we are different sorts of people. We're not like everybody else. We're probably mostly ADHD and neurodivergent, so there's advertising that will appeal to us, but that's not necessarily the advertising that would appeal to the mass market out there. And we have to look at our data and figure out, why didn't the mass market like this one, and why did they like this one? And look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be telling you to go and focus on doing this type of ad and it doesn't work. But that tells you another way this doesn't work. You know that this one kind of works. And if my solution doesn't work, then think of something else. Try the same type of ad with bigger writing around the sides. Try the same type of ad. In fact, you don't even need to record it. Have you got a GIF of this ring spinning around that you can just superimpose on there and zoom in? And the thing is, if you just keep jumping from ideas, you'll never get to that point where you really understand the market. You never know what you want to try, so you think you're doing a new angle, but it's all the same. It's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there. Just keep trying to learn this skill. Just keep trying to learn it. Don't think for a second that I know all of the angles to sell a diamond painting kit. I literally tried to do a diamond painting once. And for those of you who are on this call and you don't know, my biggest business is homecraftology. My wife and I used to do a stream once a week on our Facebook page. We'd go and do a stream in front of people where we'd sit down and we'd do a kit and we'd talk about diamond painting, and the audience absolutely loved it. They ate it up. But my wife and I absolutely hated it because it was such a boring craft, or such a boring activity to do. I can't sit there and paint bloody diamonds onto a thing. That's not going to settle my ADHD brain down. So anyway, I'm not the target market for this. I don't know how to sell this to people other than looking at the data, seeing what they liked, and making similar things. Yeah? Hope that helps. But, Emily, this is the last part of the skill you've just got to nail, is this little part here of digging deeper to understand your results so that you can understand your market. All right, next question. Renee. Oh, we did that one. Sam. Flex Hub. Let's take a look. And the other thing that you might want to do, Emily, is just keep watching your competition, write down their angles, keep going through it. That's okay, Emily. I was wondering how you were doing. Wondering how that store was doing. I want to see it succeed. I know I tell you that I'm going to do that market, but I just want you to succeed, really. All right, Flex Hub. Push up platform. CTR, that's CTR also, that's not really going to help me. Purchase rowers is good. $40 per purchase. Yeah, you're on the right track. It looks pretty good. We just need to probably get some more data before we can really make some decisions here. I know you've spent, how much you spent in total? $81. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. More data. Obviously, this is doing well. Good job. Good job. And then lastly, Damon. You have an Advantage Plus sales campaign, 2 ad sets, 12 in each. One ad set angled to fibro and the other angled to fatigue. Both are pointing to the same product and doing okay. Would I recommend keeping these angles separate ad sets? I mean, if it's working for you, whatever you do, just don't touch it. However, I put all of my angles into my one ad set. I don't like having 2 ad sets running in an Advantage Plus. I find if someone's in the middle of it, you know, it's going to be a bidding war against yourself. Personally, I put all of my angles into one ad set, and I only ever have one ad set inside my scaling ad set. However, don't turn yours off. Whatever you do, don't touch it if it's making money. Instead, just test having one campaign with one ad set with everything in it, and just see how that goes for you. I did refresh, didn't I? Yeah, that's my advice though. That's my advice. Definitely, I do find I get better results when I have one ad set with all of my angles in it, but at the same time, you do not want to stop your momentum and get yourself in a situation where you kill a perfectly performing ad just because you want to test out what I said. You said 2 campaigns? Cool. I prefer it with one campaign personally. So don't turn them off, but do a little test. $100 a day for a few days with one campaign, one ad set, and all of your angles in that, and just see how it compares and see if it does better and make a decision off that. Honestly, structure is important, but structure is not everything, and sometimes you just got to go with the flow of what's working. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me today. We've answered all the questions, and I'm going to jump off and let you guys go and make some money. So, Emily, keep on it. And everybody else, hope you've learned something today, and I will see you on Thursday for the next product review and masterclass. Until then, take it easy, everybody. You're welcome.